Hello, I am Chris Pickard, Director of Body Imbalance, but that isn't important. What is important is what I'm talking about today, which is myths and misconceptions about blood pressure that's keeping the pressure high and ensuring you never get better. This is assuming you have high blood pressure. Now, two things. First of all, if you are concerned about the link between high blood pressure and COVID-19 coronavirus, then keep on watching because I've got some answers and some hope for you and what the connections may be as to why it's so bad. Second thing is, if after watching this for the next 5-10 minutes, you have come to the conclusion that there is something that you can do to improve yourself, then invest a little bit more time. Okay, reach out, connect with me, and I will brainstorm with you ideas and ways to help you improve your situation and get you to the next level of health. Okay, this is regardless of how you feel, and you're going to see why it's regardless of how you feel. So, first of all, what's the first big myth about high blood pressure? Well, I hope you can read. Well, the first one is that it's genetic, okay, or there's no reason as to why it's high. It just is high because it's high in your family. Your parents have got it. Oh, it's going to happen because you're getting older. Well, let's have a little think about what genetic problems really are. Genetic problems basically mean you have the same genes when you're born as when you're older. And so you'll have a genetic problem like Down syndrome. Now, blood pressure, if you've got genetically high blood pressure, then you would have had this high blood pressure all your life. And your parents would have had it all their lives. It wouldn't just have happened when they're older. It would have been the whole life. A lot of the time that people start suffering with high blood pressure is the fact that there's a familial tendency, because what a lot of these things are is they're not genetic, they're what's called epigenetic, which means above the gene. And it's to do with how your genetics are actually interacting and relating to your environment and your lifestyle. And the chances are that your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your grandparents have similar lifestyles and environments. And then you lead to having the same deficiencies in your diet maybe, or you have the same toxicities, and your system needs more nutrients or more ability to clear certain toxins, because we know that a huge number of nutritional deficiencies are related to high blood pressure, and they very rarely get checked. And it's not to do what's in the blood, it's to do with what's in your cells, which is never tested. And then you do have some genetic things like homocysteine. There's particular genetic defects that lead to high levels of this chemical in your body that also lead to more arthritis, dementia, diabetes as well, and high blood pressure. And drugs can't fix that. But if you have more of a specific set of different vitamins and nutrients in your diet, it brings it down. So you don't need normal levels of these nutrients, you need higher than normal levels of these nutrients. So if you think that you've actually tried everything and you gave up and there's no reason, then think again, okay? Because there will be something that's going on. There will be a reason. There's always a reason. The next one is that drugs are the best option. Are they? Now, while drugs can really help drop blood pressure in some people, okay, a lot of people, the drugs are not controlling the blood pressure. And so overall, basically, you have to take your medication correctly every day of the month to increase your lifespan by 1 day. So that means after a whole year of taking the drugs, and this is assuming that they're actually lowering the blood pressure to the normal or the good levels. If you take your blood pressure pills every day for a year, you will increase your lifespan by 12 days. Now, to some of you, that may not seem like very much, but at the end of your life, you're going to be wanting every single one of those days. But that means that after 5, 10, 15 years of taking drugs, yes, they're going to extend your life, but they haven't cured it. You're still taking the drugs. And here's some of the reasons why. Okay. Let's take, for instance, ACE inhibitors, a very common form of medication given for high blood pressure. ACE inhibitors, among other things, lower zinc. Okay, now zinc is needed for your immune system, for instance, to work properly. But zinc is also needed for your kidneys to get rid of sodium. And high levels of sodium cause an increase in blood pressure. And low levels of zinc are related to high blood pressure. And so if you're on a drug that lowers zinc, you're going to, over time, increase your blood pressure and have to take more drugs to lower your blood pressure. Now, ACE inhibitors aren't the only one. Beta blockers also lower certain nutrients that are related to keeping your blood pressure healthy and normal. Diuretics actually also get rid of a lot of nutrients from your body that you need in order to live a healthy life at healthy blood pressure. So pretty much all of the drugs that are given to lower blood pressure lower some nutrient in the body that you need to keep your blood pressure healthy, which is why you need to keep taking more drugs. Now, the other thing is it's not just drugs for blood pressure, it's actually many other drugs like painkillers increase blood pressure. A lot of drugs given for diabetes increase blood pressure. But here's another thing, and this links in again back to the immune system, just like zinc does. Most of the drugs that are given to help with most health problems also destroy the good bacteria that live in your body. And we know that it's the good bacteria that live in your body that help train your immune system to be healthy. And it's also related, we know that the right bacteria in your body are related to having the right blood pressure as well. And as all the drugs start destroying the bacteria in your body, it actually changes your blood pressure. And I'll go into why soon. Okay, so drugs are not necessarily the best option. And the third, and this is by far the biggest myth, I think, and I'll probably get into trouble for saying this, is that high blood pressure is a medical problem. Now, I'm not saying, okay, that you should stop taking medication at all. None of this means you should stop taking. You should carry on taking it until your blood pressure, till the reasons for your blood pressure have actually been found out, discovered, and acted upon. But a medical problem really is a problem that medicine can cure. So, you know, if you've been run over, you've broken your arm, it's a medical problem. They put you in a cast, they have the right operations, etc. And again, if you've got an infection, a virus, you're given a drug, it gets rid of the virus or the bacteria and you're healthy again. But blood pressure, we know, isn't cured by the medication. There's no surgery that cures the blood pressure problem. So it's not really a medical problem. It's actually a lifestyle problem. It's a nutrition problem. It's a problem that is actually in your control when you know what to do. Now, what we are now finding out as well is that blood pressure isn't a heart problem. It's not a circulation problem, even though it does manifest that way. It could actually be, it seems to be, it's actually an immune system problem. There's a part of your immune system that goes around basically eating a particular chemical in your body, okay, which you need, but when you make too much of it, it constricts all your blood vessels and causes your blood pressure to go high. And when you don't make enough of these, or if these particular chemicals are basically inflamed, then they're not going to eat this substance and your blood pressure is going to go up. But also, when this same part of your immune system is ultra-inflammatory, it means you're going to have inappropriate immune responses. Okay, and this is what's happening with coronavirus and COVID-19, that a lot of people, so basically people with high blood pressure have already got the exact problem that's going to make coronavirus worse in the end. And the drugs don't fix this problem. Okay, but you can. And one of the big problems, okay, is the fact that you need, in order for your immune system to not be overinflamed, is you need the right bacteria in your body. And most medication destroys the bacteria in your body. So what I'm suggesting you do is you look at what is happening with your diet, what's happening with your insides, what deficiencies there might be. Okay, ask your doctor to investigate. And if you'd rather spend time with someone that has the time, then reach out, contact me, and we'll go through a brainstorming session, a blood pressure blitz brainstorm, to actually find out what's happening. So if you're interested, put blood pressure blitz below the video somewhere, or reach out, PM me, DM me, email me, or call me on 01 707 662 704. Be magnificently healthy. we have a plan for you.